this is going to be the ultimate guide to enjoying and not getting dropped from a Zwift race. All of the tricks of the trade of not getting dropped in a Zwift race. So firstly, you got to make sure you're on the right bike for the course. And I mean, spoiler alert, I'm probably going to get dropped, because if you look at, let's have a look, this new Zwift racing score, I am near the bottom. It's mostly Cat B's. I was kind of sharp end of Cat C-ish. So, and this is a pretty lumpy course. So we'll get rid of that. Get my source data back on. Gonna get some music on. You want to make sure you get a bit of a warm up. My legs are pretty dead from three days of racing, and yeah, getting the pen up to 30 minutes early puts you at the front, which helps with the mad effort at the beginning. Get warmed up, and then you'll see from the little profile graph, the profile of the course, where the map is, how I'm going to react to certain things. As the hills come in, you want to be near the front everywhere, and then drive it up the hill from the front, but still getting a little bit of draft. Hopefully it will make a bit more sense as I'm doing it. And then if you do get dropped, you just try and work with the group that you're with. Okay, 30 seconds. Let's get some music on in my ears. 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1, go. Let's get the fan on. So the first 45 seconds to a minute, you've got to go for it. Got to go for it, otherwise you're just going to get dropped. And you've got to stay near the front of any attack like this, because otherwise you spend so much time chasing at like 110% rather than 150%. And it just wears you out. Okay. I'm not going to be able to talk for very long. But you're going to get the gist of what I'm doing. You'll see as well, steering helps a lot. I've got the Zwift Play steering, and you want to be on the inside of corners. And you'll see how much I make up. So I know there's a right turn coming here, so we'll get over. and get back in to the draft. It's a very spicy start to a race. And then you just want to save energy where you can. Keep the cadence as high as is comfortable. And just sit in that group. Okay. See, I can see a little hill coming. I've got to press a little bit before, just so I know I'm working my way forward. There you go. Again, a little push. Okay, we should have a bit of recovery after the guys have chased down. See, you'll see I'm turning to the inside of the corners. Use your power-ups as well. You see a banner coming and you've still got a power-up, use it. Unless, if I had a feather there, I know I'm coming up to a climb, I could have saved it, but it's given me a feather now, so great. Because the pack's about to get broken up. Now, ideally, if I had the legs, I'd work myself to the front of the group. Gives me more room for dropping back, essentially. But I just gotta try and stay attached with at least a little group. Yeah. This is where we lose them. Now, dropped, but we've got a little 4 or 5 of us, 8 of us. And stay. Okay, not too far from that little group of 3 ahead of us. Let's see if we can reel them in. Nice little downhill, hopefully recover. That's it. Now, aim of the game, do less work than these guys. Because we've still got another big climb and 17k to go. The draft is just so important in races, especially where you're dying and where you know you're up against riders that's so much stronger than you. So my new Zwift racing score, I think it's about 420, and the range in this category is 350 to 520. So kind of halfway, but them guys at the top end, there's no holding on to them. Five riders ahead of us will hopefully reel them in very slowly by the looks of it. Again now, once I caught my breath back, reassessing, look at that profile. I know there's a little climb coming up here. I've got to be ready to press a bit harder on the pedals, otherwise it's very easy to get dropped. Even on that downhill, if I was at the front, You know them Cat B people would just carry on pressing on even after the climb and try and create a break down the hill, down the descent. No less hard sitting in. Heart rate is still near enough 170. Just gives me a chance for the couple of climbs coming up. Okay. That group of 5 riders has gapped us a little bit, 10 seconds. That guy's going for it. See over these little lumps, little dig. Nice. A group of 12. Keep an eye on my cadence, even at easy watts, 90. You gotta keep the legs spinning, otherwise the lactic just builds up and you can't push where you need to. Left turn coming up, so we go to the left. And then a right and a bit of a climb. You've got to be looking at that map. See, if you're not looking and anticipating and you just had to react to that, it saps so much more energy out of your legs. Because I was expecting it, slaps slightly less out your legs. Now a descent. Now ideally you want to be near the front, because otherwise you're pushing for the whole descent. This way you get to rest the legs whilst everybody else is still working their way forward. It's catch-22, isn't it? If you're at the back, there's a reason you're at the back. So it's easy for me to say, yeah, just sit at the front. It's all relative. The front of the pack you're in. Okay, main climb coming up. I'm sure it gets to over 10%. I got a feather, which is great, because I'm going to need it. Remember, cadence. Ah. Not bad. Okay, we're over the worst of it. Yeah. Got some recovery. Okay, 5.5k to go. We can make it with this group, hopefully. See, if you look at the source data on the right of the screen, my group is doing 2.9 watts a kilo, 2.8, I'm doing 1.92. It's all about saving that energy now. Well, wherever you can in the whole race. And it doesn't matter whether you've got the source data or not. The pack dynamics in Zwift work the same. So if I was doing 3, I wouldn't be catching them, but I could get away with doing 2.3, 2.2 and not lose anything. So you just got to test it for yourself. Couple of little kicks and then finish sprint. Okay, pretty much all flat to the end. That's 1.1k, 1k. I've got an aero draft power up. I'm mentally preparing. I can see the finish line on the map. Give myself Plenty of draft. Come on. Ha. Spin the legs. Otherwise, that's going to hurt. And that is how you get dropped but still enjoy the race. I'm dead. I think that's a new recent highest 15 seconds as well. 9.1. That was big work. Yes, got into the 600s.